it's Maureen. Welcome back to my little English page. A few days ago I asked you on Facebook and Instagram if you wanted a video for teachers or for students, and most of the replies were teachers. So this is what I did, but if you are learning English, you can just use this video as a listening exercise. So, what's the biggest thing, the thing that students hate the most in the entire world when it comes to learning English? Phrasal verbs, right? So, I've come up with several activities to make learning phrasal verbs a little bit more fun. So I'm sharing 3 different activities with you today, and most of those activities require no prep or very little prep. So my first activity today is what I call the memory game. This is a game that you probably played as a child, where you have pictures and words and you have to flip to every time to try to find the matching pairs. So let me show you how that works. So here I have my different cards with some have phrasal verbs and some have regular verbs, but that have the same meaning. So you put all of the cards face down and you pair your students up. Then each pair has one set of cards. Now what they have to do, they have to take turns flipping 2 cards. Okay, so for example, here I have talk about and here I have get together. They are not the same color, so that is going to indicate that those 2 verbs do not go together. That way, if they don't know what one of the verbs is, it's not a problem. They can just know from the color that they don't go together. So then the other person goes ahead and does it again. Hop, hop, that still doesn't go together. So just before, I remember that I had a green here. So up, green, and green, ta-da! Okay, so up, you know those 2 go together. And you've just taught your students get together and meet. I'm not 100% sure of how I should call my second activity, but I've decided to call it a phrasal domino game. I've chosen sentences from an exam book, a regular exam book. It was actually the objective series for Cambridge. And what I did is I took sentences that included phrasal verbs or prepositional verbs, and I have written them on strips of paper. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so I've basically cut the sentence in half, but in the middle of the phrasal verb or the prepositional verb. I have written on this side the first half of the sentence, and on another card on this side I wrote the end of the sentence. What the students have to do, they have to put the sentences in the correct order. My last exercise actually requires no prep whatsoever. So if your students already know some phrasal verbs, tell them to choose 1 or 2 and to write several sentences that show the use or the meaning of that verb in the sentence. For example, my students decide to choose the verb make up. Well, they could create a sentence which is, the other day I made up a story. But that's the twist. Your students are not going to write the actual phrasal verb. They are going to replace that phrasal verb by the word potato. And then they are going to present their sentences to the class with the word potato. And your students, the rest of the students, should be able to guess what the phrasal verb was. Guess what the phrasal verb was from the context. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find those 3 activities useful. They work pretty well in class when I do it, so I really hope it works out the same for you. Don't forget to follow my little English page on Facebook and Instagram, but also to subscribe to the YouTube channel and to press the little bell. That way you will be informed every time there's a new video. Anyhow, anywho, anywhere. See you soon. Bye.